Okay, this case involving Anuar Bin Sarip, who was killed in the police custody at the Balai Police Rawang, has been going on for 11 long years. He died in 1999, and on the 19th of May, 2000, the year 2000, 19 May 2000, we filed a suit in the Kuala Lumpur High Court, which was reported in the local media on the 20th of May 2000. Anuar Sarip was sleeping with his wife and children in his house when the police abruptly barged in without a warrant, without warrant of arrest, without warrant of search. They went to his room, kicked open the door. They pulled Anuar up rudely from being asleep. The family was shocked. They handcuffed him, took him away. The next day, the wife went to the police station on suspicion of being a drug addict. It would appear here that the police seem to have X-ray eyes. They can see a drug addict inside the house, in his room, sleeping in his room. That is how the police operate in this country. And the following day, the wife went to the Balai Police in Rawang. And the police said that they've already got an order of remand for 14 days. And on the 10th day, there's a police patrol car that came to Anuar's house, and they left this note outside his mother's house, Anuar Sarip's mother's house, which reads, "Sila berhubung Ketua Polis Balai Rawang, anak Muhammad Anuar Bin Sarip telah meninggal dunia." That's it. The son is dead after 10 years. The son is dead. Collect his body, and that's the end of the story. And when I first took up the case in 1999, you can see this is how the children look like. The two boys who we saw today, Safrullah and Hazrullah, was 2 years old and 8 years old, and this was Susanna some 10 years ago, 11 years ago. And this was a newspaper cutting then. And when the wife collected the body, subsequently we had pictures of Anuar in the lockup, police lockup. In my submission to the High Court judge, I said that nobody should die in police custody. Nobody should die in a police lockup. If at all, at worst, the worst case scenario is he should die in a hospital. He can be under detention, but he must die in a hospital, never in a police lockup. These are the pictures of Anuar with his injuries, blood spilling out from his nose and his mouth. And these are the clearer pictures of his injuries. You can see a blue-black mark above the groin area. There's injuries on his stomach here on both sides. On the 30th of June 2010, High Court Kuala Lumpur Judicial Commissioner Lee Swee Seng, in his judgment, said that it has been with the latest figures given by the Home Minister in Parliament last of about 197 people dying in police custody over the last 10 years. It works up to every 2 weeks one person still dying in police custody. This is alarming. This was part of my submission in court, and when the Judicial Commissioner made his decision, he says any more deaths in police custody is already one too many. But within the next 4 days, the police proceeded to shoot dead another suspect. Again, suspect. They shot him dead, and that's about it. We do not know his identity. The standard story of police, of the suspect having shot the police first, the police shoots back, and then nobody is injured, policeman not injured, the police car doesn't get a bullet in the car. The suspect has got a series of criminal cases. He's wanted for so many criminal cases. My question to the police is if he was wanted for a series of 10, 15, 20 offences, what were the police doing all these years? What were they doing, and why did they allow him to prevail? Why did they allow him to commit the crime? My question that I have asked the police is, are you a partner in crime to have let him go and commit the crimes continuously? What we have been told is the police, they are actually partners in crime, and then to wipe out the evidence, they gun him down and to wipe out the evidence, and then they start grooming up a new person in the arrangement of police being partners in crime. This has to be investigated. This is a very serious allegation that has been told to us. This theory has been told to us, very serious. The police cannot investigate their own crime. We have no more confidence in the police investigating their own crime. We call upon the government to set up a royal commission for the real reason why are they being killed, why are they being shot dead. We want the government to investigate the real reason why these people are being shot dead. Does the police have an interest in their being shot dead? Why can't they be captured alive, put to trial, send them to the gallows or whatever, whatever the sentence of meted out in the country. Even Botak Chin, some 20 years ago, he was captured alive, the most notorious criminal at that time. He was captured alive, and I remember reading, he shot the CID chief of Selangor at that time, Kulasingham. He shot him. Kulasingham was shot. Despite that, Botak Chin was captured alive. They could have easily shot him dead. So are we going backwards in terms of the system of policing? Like in the 2010 budget, the police got 1 billion funding to operate the police force. Are the police going backward? Why? They must explain to us, why are they unable to capture the victim alive? Why? Okay, and we have statistics of every 1 week, 1.3 persons are being gunned down by the police. And our concern is about 95% of the victims of shot dead, the Malaysian victims who are shot dead by the police, are Indians, when they only form 8% of the population. This is very worrying to us. We hereby call upon the government of Malaysia to implement the Independent Police Complaints and Misconduct Commission, which was proposed by the Police Royal Commission way back in 2006. It's long overdue. The only way forward, one, is for the IPCMC to be established. Number two, for the Attorney General to seriously prosecute police criminals who are involved in crimes. Either they participate in crimes, they are partners in crimes, or the police themselves commit crimes in the police lockups, beating to deaths. The Attorney General should seriously proceed to charge the relevant police officers. And as it stands, there seems to be interference with the powers of the Attorney General by the police, by the ruling UMNO-led Malaysian government. And as I said, the only way forward is a truly independent police complaints and misconduct commission. And there have been numerous accusations that HINDREF is ethnocentric, HINDREF is racist, HINDREF is a religious extremist group. But this lady, Puan Susanna, whom we defended over the last 11 years, continuously and persistently is proof that we will champion the cause of human rights. Being a human rights party, we will champion the cause of human rights without fear or favor, with complete disregard for the race, ethnicity or religion of the victim. To us, a human rights violation is a human rights violation. But again, the fact remains that 95% of the victims are Indians. So we may appear to be doing Indian cases, but those are the facts available to us, and we will not. We will champion human rights causes according to the gravity and seriousness of the case, and not whether on the popularity of the case or how much mileage, political mileage you get, from doing the cases.